Alright guys, welcome to Exploring the Boot. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. Something a little more low-key, a little more somber, but kind of necessary and to do. And right now we're at Metairie Cemetery, which is basically the line of Orleans Parish and Metairie Jefferson Parish line. So we're gonna walk around, look at a couple of tombstones, and look at a couple of grave sites and a couple of key names, names you may know that are very popular in this Louisiana, New Orleans area. So let's go explore. All right, guys, like I was saying, we're exploring some of the more noted names in Metairie Cemetery. And I don't like getting too close to them. I'm a little weird, so it's out of a ton of respect for these people that lie here. And this one here is a huge one, and it's pretty awesome to come here and just show my respect. And that's going to be the owner of the New Orleans Saints, Mr. Tom Benson. He lies right here. And we're getting ready to start a new season with a new head coach and a new beginning. Couldn't think of a place to start this video than right here. So rest in peace, Mr. Tom Benson. So this is pretty interesting here. Man, is that fantastic? Now the street on side of us to my left, that's Metairie Road. So this cemetery is bordered by Metairie Road and the interstate right behind me. So right here is Al Copeland's, the Copeland's family. And if you know anything about Louisiana, New Orleans history, he was the founder and owner of Popeye's Chicken. Let's keep walking. And also, before this cemetery was a cemetery, it was a horse racetrack. So let's see who this is right here. Okay, this is Como. I'm not sure, but I think this particular Como site was the owner of Como Furniture Store, I think. I'm not positive on that. The person that lies here is Anne Rice and her husband. Anybody that knows anything about Interview with the Vampire and all the books she wrote, this is her. This is Anne Rice. And at some point we'll go look at some of the homes she owned in New Orleans. But this is her site. It's a beautiful, beautiful tombstone. Look at all the oak trees and raised tombstones on each side. That's impressive. And we just barely got in here. I mean, this thing goes on for a while. So we'll kind of in and out, and I'm bad with locating names and remembering names, so I'll have to get some help with that. And then as I find the particular names I need to find or recognize, and then I'll go ahead and keep recording. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is pretty huge. When I was a kid, we used to go to a grocery store, and it was Swagman. I think these are the owners of Swagman's grocery store. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. And yeah, they own a huge grocery store chain. I mean, it was pretty massive. And when I was a kid, this is one of the stores I used to go to. It was a big deal. This one here, Bollinger. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Bollinger that owned Bollinger Shipyards. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Um, he was a pretty powerful guy that owned a lot of business in New Orleans, Louisiana, now in Mississippi. Oh, anyway, to follow up on Swagman's. Swagman's is huge. They had a big bar in there. They had a fish house. They just, I mean, it was the Walmart of the day when I was a kid. So yeah, Swagman was. If anybody knows anything about Swagman's back in that era, in the late '70s, I would say, in most of the '80s. I'm not sure exactly when they closed, but yeah, it was a pretty big deal. It was basically, like I said, the Walmart of today in this area. Man, look at this one. It looks like something out of Rome. Wow. Look at the huge cypress trees right behind it. It's just covering this whole area, throwing some serious shade. Look at the huge cypress trees right behind it. It's just covering this whole area, throwing some serious shade. I don't have any idea who's here, but I know it's pretty neat and it's pretty old. So let's see if we can go grab a date or two. Okay, this is the late 1900s. Wow. It's real peaceful out here. Let's walk down here. And they just keep going on and on and on. And while we're walking around, there's a banner flying for Jazz Fest. I don't know if you can see it way out there. Let's see if I can. There it is. Here's the fairgrounds are right across. I love music and I love Jazz Fest, but it's too hot this time of the year. And I'm not sweating. Okay, look at those there. Okay, so let's make the circle. Now, all right, so we're just gonna walk now. Some of these are really, really old. And if you look, there's a neighborhood right behind. That's Old Metairie. So let's just skirt through here, and let's see what we can see. I'm a little weirded out that crow keeps following me everywhere I go. I mean, everywhere I go. I may need to start eating some salads. All right. If you look, it's 1821 to 1889. So we're starting to really get in the old stuff. So let's go back here. All right. Let's see if I can pull it in. This is pretty neat. The structure's kind of falling down. And this is, I see one as early as 1800. All right. This is quite interesting. Also buried here is Andrew Higgins and Jefferson Davis. There's more famous people. I'm just having a hard time finding them. So I'll keep riding and see if I can locate them. To make it even more interesting, now it's starting to rain. But this place is pretty fantastic. You have a lot of people come out here, they exercise, they walk their dogs, or they just come hang out and check out some of the sites and pay their respects. And wow, look at that over there. Let's see if we can get to it without me falling. Would you look at that? That is fantastic. All right, so here's the front of that one. That is, wow. Louisiana Heritage Trail. All right, guys, this really fantastic, like something out of Rome again. The door's open. It's saying, come on in. You're invited. Wow. Look how close these are together. And then they start getting real close. You see them? I mean, there might be right here. Let's see. What are you thinking? 6 inches? Wow. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end it right here. I appreciate you guys kind of tagging along with me. I know it was a little bit different video, but I felt it was one that was important because this is part of the history of New Orleans and Louisiana. So thank you for exploring the Boo, and until next time.